What if I told you that in 2025 there are 10 U.S. cities where Jamaicans are being quietly pushed out, not with loud headlines or sweeping bans, but through silent, systematic exclusion? Not because of crime, not because of economics, but because of policies crafted in backrooms shaped by fear, politics, and prejudice. Some call it national security. Others call it outright discrimination. Either way, these cities are sending a chilling message: Jamaicans are no longer welcome. This is not some tabloid scare. This is real. It's happening. And if you're Jamaican or know someone who is, what you're about to hear could change everything. Stay with me, because the truth is darker than you think. 1. Tampa, Florida. Tampa has always had a strong Caribbean heartbeat. From reggae festivals to jerk chicken food trucks, Jamaican culture once thrived here. But 2025 has brought a seismic shift. A newly enacted Community Stability Act now gives landlords the power to deny rentals to foreign nationals without a U.S. cosigner, aimed squarely at Jamaican newcomers. To make things worse, the city has slashed funding for ESL programs, disproportionately affecting Jamaican families with children entering public schools. The justification? Local officials claim it's about maintaining cultural cohesion, but critics argue it's nothing more than code for demographic control. The result? Jamaican families are being boxed out of the city's housing and education systems. 2. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, once a beacon for immigrants seeking opportunity, has turned cold toward Jamaicans. A leaked memo from the city council revealed plans to limit non-essential immigration from what they called volatile regions. Jamaica made that list. Newly imposed community suitability screenings for visa applicants have led to a 60% drop in Jamaican arrivals. Interviews reportedly include questions about music preferences, community ties, and even political beliefs. If your answers don't fit the mold, you're denied. The city defends this as a proactive measure. Civil rights groups say it's profiling, pure and simple. 3. San Diego, California. You wouldn't expect sunny San Diego to make this list, but it does, and with good reason. In 2025, the city implemented a cultural integrity initiative requiring any foreign performers, artists, or event organizers to pass a vetting panel. The real target? Jamaican musicians and cultural influencers. Several reggae artists were denied entry, accused of promoting unregulated gatherings and antisocial behavior. Some were even labeled as public safety risks based solely on their lyrics. Local venues now avoid booking Jamaican acts altogether, fearing license suspensions. Cultural censorship masked as civic protection. 4. Minneapolis, Minnesota. In the wake of rising tensions nationwide, Minneapolis passed the Neighborhood Security Ordinance. One clause buried deep allows neighborhood councils to request background checks on all new immigrants settling within a 3-mile radius. Guess who's being flagged most? Jamaicans. Community advocates say they've documented at least 300 cases where Jamaican renters were denied housing based on vague safety concerns. Meanwhile, local police now operate under a Caribbean caution advisory, encouraging increased patrols in neighborhoods with growing Jamaican populations. What began as community input is fast becoming institutional harassment. 5. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia was once a haven for immigrant entrepreneurs. But in 2025, it's a different story. Jamaican-owned businesses now face mandatory community risk assessments, a licensing requirement introduced under the new Economic Stabilization Act. Inspectors routinely shut down establishments over minor code infractions, while other ethnic businesses are left untouched. Many Jamaican shop owners have shut their doors entirely, unable to survive the constant harassment. Even worse? Jamaican business loan approvals have plummeted as banks label them high risk. The city of brotherly love now shows none to its Jamaican community. 6. Indianapolis, Indiana. Indianapolis has taken an especially bizarre turn. In early 2025, it rolled out the Public Identity Review Program, requiring any foreign national applying for a work permit to submit a digital history report, scouring their social media, online purchases, and even Google searches. Jamaican applicants have been disproportionately denied. The reasoning? Cultural misalignment. One Jamaican chef was barred from working because of a tweet quoting Bob Marley. The policy's defenders say it's about maintaining a cohesive workforce. But others know it's about erasing cultural identity. 7. Salt Lake City, Utah. Salt Lake City now imposes a unique tax called the Non-Native Tourism Levy on visitors from a select list of countries. Jamaica is on it. Visitors must now pay an additional $500 entry fee if their stay exceeds 10 days, even if they have a valid visa. Why? City officials claim it offsets cultural strain on local services. Meanwhile, a new permit is required for any public Caribbean-themed event, including weddings and family reunions held in parks. Residents say it's clear the city wants to discourage Jamaican cultural presence altogether. 8. Seattle, Washington. Seattle's progressive image has taken a hit. The city passed an ordinance requiring any immigrant seeking to open a food-related business to demonstrate cultural adaptability. That means Jamaican cooks must submit menus for review to ensure alignment with local tastes, a standard not applied to European or East Asian establishments. Several Jamaican food trucks and restaurants were shut down for allegedly failing to comply. And yet, those who serve fusion cuisine with toned-down Caribbean flavors are quietly allowed to stay. It's not just racism, it's cultural gatekeeping. 9. Columbus, Ohio. Columbus introduced a policy that seems harmless on the surface. Mandatory community engagement reports for all foreign nationals on temporary visas. But in practice, it's a surveillance tool. Jamaican immigrants must attend monthly check-ins, present financial statements, and log community service hours. Miss a session? You risk deportation. This accountability initiative doesn't apply to Canadians, Europeans, or even most South Americans, just a few select groups. Jamaicans are at the top of the list. Welcome to passive-aggressive exclusion. 10. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans, a city known for its musical soul and cultural blend, is now actively sanitizing that identity. Jamaican musicians have been banned from performing in certain historic districts unless they acquire a special cultural alignment license. Why? Officials claim the city wants to preserve traditional New Orleans soundscapes. What they're really doing is pushing out foreign influences to protect a curated, tourist-friendly image. Even private gatherings with reggae or dancehall music are now subject to noise ordinances, enforced more strictly in Caribbean neighborhoods. The message? Be quiet, be invisible, or leave. So, are these policies really about safety or something much darker? Are cities protecting their future or policing their culture? Here's the truth: when discrimination is subtle, it's harder to fight. But it's also more dangerous. It spreads under the radar, unchecked, unchallenged. If you're Jamaican, or if you believe in equal treatment for all, now is the time to speak up. Because what starts with Jamaicans never ends with Jamaicans. Smash that like button if this video opened your eyes. Subscribe for more truth-telling reports from the Continental Explorer. Turn on notifications, we're not done yet. And drop a comment, which of these cities surprised you the most? Because silence? That's how they win.